See you.
What's that?
Yes. I have a helper. Hey guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead. And I'm home from grocery shopping this week, but I am flustered. I am flustered because I've messed up. So not only did I go over budget, and I'll tell you about why I went over budget, but I bought something at the wrong store. I bought the wrong thing at the wrong store. Today did not go well. I did get some good deals. Look at that pretty girl. I did get some good deals, so it wasn't a total flop, but it could have gone so much better. But anyway, I did the weekly sale ads at 10 bucks, Aldi and Kroger, and I'll go through everything I got here on the table and show you what the good deals were. I'm getting baby kisses, lots of baby kisses. Okay guys, let's get going. Here we go. All right, so I started off the day at 10 bucks. 10 Box is a local chain of grocery stores. A lot of people have never heard of them before because they're only in a small area around the Ozarks here. And what 10 Box does is they market themselves as being like a warehouse store. And since you are just a consumer, what they do is they will add a 10% upcharge to your receipt whenever you go to the checkout. So whenever I'm going over, you can go with Daddy. Yeah, you can go with Daddy. No, you go the other way. There she goes. She's got her backpack that Anna made for her today. Yeah, Anna made your backpack, didn't she? She's a good sister, isn't she? Okay. Nope, I gotta finish telling them about the grocery store. Okay? So, what 10 Box does is since they add that 10% on there, I have to make sure that I'm still getting a good deal even after I add that 10% onto the sale price. So here are the things this week that I saw in the 10 Box ad that I thought were decent deals. The ground beef here, the 80% ground beef for $2.88 a pound. That's a decent deal. I did not buy any of that because I've already bought what I needed for the meet and greet gathering that we have coming up soon. And I'm at the last week of our pay period for the grocery budget. So I don't have a whole bunch of money left to be buying a bunch of meat. So I passed on that. The boneless, skinless chicken breast here for $1.85 a pound. That is an okay deal this week. It's actually a better price than what they had it last week. It was $1.88, I believe, last week. So this is a better deal. However, Kroger has them beat. Yes, that's apple. That's an apple. So if you do not have access to a Kroger, but you do a 10 Box, you may want to stock up on the boneless, skinless chicken breast here. Now, since I didn't do meat, I did do produce. So that's what we're going to look at here. She's pointing to the mushrooms. I did go ahead and take advantage of the mushrooms. The 8-ounce cube for 98 cents. I did buy 4 of them. We are hosting a church gathering here at the house soon. And I'm going to be making the chicken, broccoli, and rice casseroles. I've made those before. And I do go through quite a few sliced mushrooms in those casseroles. And then there are russet potatoes, 10-pound bags for $3.98, which is a good deal. I've had better deals, but that price is a good deal. So I did go ahead and pick up one 10-pound bag of those. Now my grand total at 10 Box this week was $9.21.
Yeah.
You want to hold it?
Yeah.
But I did pay cash with that.
Mama.
That's my receipt. And I did pay cash for that because that's another receipt. I'm getting a little too much help in here, I think. Are you being too helpful? 2 receipts. So since I paid cash for that, it did not come out of my grocery budget. Since it was below $10, I went ahead and just did cash.
Oh, that's good.
Because I am trying to pinch every single penny I can this week, being that it is the last week of my grocery budget. And I had lots of other things I needed to buy. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, Sean has taken Rebecca. I know that was distracting, guys. I know she's cute and I like having her in here, but I want to make sure I can share these deals with you guys too, and I was getting distracted. So I wanted to move on to Aldi because Aldi is where things started to fall apart for me today. Here's the Aldi ad that we have in my local area, and here are the things that I was looking for in the sale ad. I was looking at these winter squash for 59 cents a pound, and mine had the spaghetti squash, acorn squash, and butternut squash available. And I did go ahead and pick up 2 of the spaghetti squash. We have a really good casserole made with this. That's a recipe from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks. So I did go ahead and get those. Then the pears. This is a 3-pound bag for $2.69. That is a good deal as well. So I picked up 1 of those. And then the cauliflower. I intended to go ahead and get 2 heads of the cauliflower, $1.99 each, because it takes about 2 heads. We will do a roasted cauliflower as a side dish sometimes with our supper. However, when I got there, the heads of cauliflower, they were so little. They were pitiful looking, and I didn't want to spend $1.99 on this little teeny head of cauliflower, so I did end up passing those up. And I intended to get the Honeycrisp apples there. This is a 2-pound bag for $2.49, which breaks down to about $1.25 a pound, and I forgot to get them. And it frustrates me because I ended up paying more for them at Kroger, and I meant to get them as a better deal at Aldi. But the reason I did this is I was distracted because I'm trying to go ahead and get supplies for the meet and greet out of the remainder of the grocery budget. And I was trying to squeeze every last penny in there. And I wanted to go ahead and get the chips because, you know, they're not super perishable. So I could go ahead and buy them. We're still a week and a half away. And so I did go ahead and get 10 bags of just the original potato chips, and then 14 bags of the corn chips, because we are going to have Frito chili pies and stuff available for everybody at the meet and greet. And then I just got 4 bags of the sour cream and onion chips. And I thought I had maxed out my budget on chips there. I did go ahead and get 2 of the big family size ranch dressings, and this is to go along with the veggie tray at the meet and greet. These items here in the front, I bought the onions because for making up the chili. I'm going to be making up enough chili. I'm going for 200 people at this point, and so I needed more onions. I do have some on hand, but I was going to need more, so this is for the meet and greet as well. The romaine hearts and the iceberg lettuce here are for that church group gathering that we're having at our home. I'll be making the pasta house salad. That's my go-to. One of my salads that I go to every time we have a gathering, and so I'll be making that for this gathering. And then Sarah asked me to get 1 bag of radishes. She does have radishes growing out in the garden, and she said she has enough to go ahead and harvest, but not enough to feed us all a side dish of roasted radishes. So we're going to use some garden radishes and then some store radishes to make up a side dish for our family to go along with supper. Now my grand total at Aldi came to $82.60. And we'll need to remember that total because right there is where I ended up going over. And I still didn't get my apples. So it's just a mess up on top of mess up right there. But I'll move on to Kroger. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what I wish I would have done differently today. All right, you guys that have watched my weekly sale ad videos before know Kroger is just usually the best. I get the best deals, but it was disappointing this week. It's my smallest, actually. I'll show you what I did go in to get at Kroger. What I was really looking for was the boneless, skinless chicken breast. Remember me showing you 10 box, how they have it for $1.85 a pound. But remember, they add 10% onto that total, so it's not really $1.85. After you add the 10% on, this Kroger price of $1.88 a pound is going to beat 10 bucks. Their prices there. So this is really what I went in for. It is a digital coupon, so there is a limit of 5 for the packages of the boneless, skinless chicken breast, and it's the Sanderson Farms brand. When I went in, they had some that looked like it could be, so I went ahead and put 5 of them in my cart, but I wasn't for sure if I had exactly the right kind. I don't know, they weren't marked well, so I wasn't sure. So I had the 5 in my cart. And then I went on and I checked out the clearance section. I encourage you guys to always check out the clearance section. And they had these 2 chocolate bars on there, which looked really, really good. But they were marked down to 72 cents each for these white chocolate bars. So I went ahead and got these. We do, it's just a cleaning hour once a week where we have the house divided up amongst everyone. And after we're finished with cleaning hour, the children get a chocolate as a treat, and so this will go in the chocolate stash for those after cleaning hour treats. And then, okay, the apples, since I forgot them at Aldi, these are the Honey Crisp apples. Honey Crisp are our family's most best, we love them, favorite apple of all time. And I was upset that I missed them at Aldi. And Kroger does have them on sale, but granted, it's not $1.25 per pound. It's $1.77 a pound. So I did end up paying more, and I got 9 apples, just 1 for each person in the family to have a treat there. So that's why I paid more than I should have at Aldi. I want to point out a few more things here. There is another deal on the fuel points, which I encourage you to take advantage of. 4 times the fuel points. If you are doing your shopping on Friday, you do have to clip the digital coupon in order to get those. And then down here at the bottom of the ad, they have another special deal for this week. If you spend $100 or more, you get $10 off. Or if you spend $50 or more, you get $5 off your receipt. And again, you have to have a digital coupon clipped in order to take advantage of that. Also, all the sales here are good through Tuesday, October 10th. So if you have these sales in your area, please take advantage of them. Whenever I went up to the register to check on this chicken, she rang it up and checked it, and what I had in my cart did not match this sale item here. So apparently they were already out of stock. I did ask for a rain check. I know some of you tell me that your Krogers will still do rain checks. Mine are very finicky on it. I did ask, and she said, well, we're supposed to have a truck coming in overnight, so if they don't come in tomorrow, then you can get a rain check tomorrow. So I did not get a rain check for the chicken. I may have Sean go in and check for it, or maybe I'll go in sometime before the sales end, on Tuesday the 10th. Make a pass back in there again to see if they have them in stock. Sarah and I would like to can some chicken breast in the pressure canner, but there is so much going on right now with the church gathering at our house and the meet and greet that we may want to do that, but I don't really think we have time to do that right now. We're just spread a little thin at this moment. So my grand total at Kroger with just the 2 expensive apples and the clearance chocolates came to $10.08. So what I'm going to do is sit down and tell you what I had available to me as far as my budget goes, and what I did end up spending. I already told you I went over budget, but we'll go over the numbers here and also talk a little bit about what the plan is for next week, because I do still have supplies to get for the meet and greet, but we're at the beginning of another pay period. So we'll talk about those numbers here too. Okay, guys. So if you watched the end of last week's video, you will know that I ended up having, for this very last week of the pay period, $81.51 left in our grocery budget. We start with $1,100 at the beginning of the pay period, and that is to cover all the food and household goods for our family of 9 for the month. And I have been getting some gift cards from viewers too, which have come in so handy, especially for this meet and greet that we have coming up in just a little over a week. And it has really been helping me to stretch the grocery budget. And my goal is to purchase supplies for the meet and greet without spending extra money out of pocket. So I'm only using our regular grocery budget of $1,100 plus the gift cards that you guys have sent, and buying all of the meet and greet food out of that. And so far it's going well. Well, until today, but it's going well, guys. So I'll go over the exact numbers here in just a second. So the $81.51, what I spent today, I already told you that 10 box receipt there, that was cash. I did not take this out of my grocery budget. This was just spending cash I had in my wallet. So basically, according to the Janus system, it doesn't count. So I'm writing that off. The Aldi, I went over. $82.60. And I had $81.51. So a little over $1. I went over budget, and I'm telling you, I was standing there in that chips aisle, and I was trying to calculate in my head and estimate what I think the tax would be and everything, and I got close, but I did go over. So it irked me a little bit, but it could have been so much worse. And then Kroger, I told you my grand total at Kroger was $10.08. I was able to pay this. I still have a gift card that a viewer sent, and it still has money on that gift card. It's been, dwindling down each week whenever I go, but there is still money on that, so nothing came out of pocket in the grocery budget on that as well. So for this month, I went over budget by $1 and whatever cents that is, which isn't too bad, considering I fed, the 9 of us and bought things for the meet and greet. All the expensive stuff came out of that. The beef for the chili, which I plan on cooking up 40 pounds of beef for the chili for the meet and greet. And then also the hot dogs. And I don't even remember at this point. How many, did I buy 12 or 14? I don't even remember how many packages I bought at this point. They're in the freezer just waiting for the meet and greet. That and these chips back here have come out of the grocery budget plus gift cards for this month. So my husband gets paid on the 10th, and my budget gets reset, back at that $1,100 topped off. So next week when he gets paid, not only am I going to need to do our family's once a month stock up, just for my pantries and freezers, getting everything stocked up, I also have the last of the meet and greet supplies to pull out of that budget as well. And I've had a list here. Here, let me flip-flop things around here and get my list. I have a big old list of food and supplies that I'm trying to brainstorm as I think of things. And what I need to buy next week is the more perishable things. Hot dog buns. I do want to get some more mustard. Then I need to get, some frozen spinach to throw in the chili. I've already got the cheese. I've now got the corn chips. I want to get more of a variety of just snacky chips. More sour cream and onion, barbecue, maybe the cheddar sour cream. My kids really like the cheddar sour cream chips. And then all the veggies for the veggie tray. So I'm going to get all of those next week as well. And probably some of the powdered lemonade, I think is what we're going to go with there too. Probably some more little shakers of sugar and things like that for coffee as well. So I think we're doing good. I don't like going over budget. I don't like paying more than I know I should. And that's why I'm irked this week. But could have been a lot worse. I think we're doing good. If between the gift cards and the watching the sales, if I can feed my family of 9 and 200 people because of the RSVPs, I think as of today, we're at about 197 people have RSVP'd that they're coming. So, and I don't know if everyone there will eat or not, but I'd rather have too much food than not enough. So that's where we stand. It's an exciting time and it's overwhelming, but a lot going on. Anyhow, guys, I'm sorry I rambled. I rambled today. I feel like I'm flying by the seat of my pants here lately there's lots of big things going on with our family, and you guys know I like monotony, right? So, okay. Guys, if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a pity thumbs up here for Janice. And if you are not subscribed, please do so. It does help us. And if you could tell your family and friends to watch Ozark Family Homestead, it would help our family's channel grow. And I forgot something. I had a viewer comment, I think more than once, to remind you guys that subscribing to our family's channel doesn't cost anything. I never thought to point that out, but she said some people have the misconception that they have to pay to subscribe to a channel, and you don't have to do that. You can just hit that button and you're subscribed. It's easy peasy. So if you haven't done that yet, please do. Anyhow, guys, I will see you all on the next video. Bye-bye.